Hello, guys. Welcome to Ramta Solutions. Welcome to your grade 10 Euclidean geometry lesson on the similarity of triangles. So, what is similarity? So, this, just like congruency, it is a process in geometry that compares two shapes that are alike. Okay, it compares two shapes that are alike. Okay, so by this I mean it compares two shapes. If the shape that we're referring to is a four-sided shape, we will be referring to similarity of that four-sided shape. If it's five, it must be five. So it does not matter how many sides the shape is, for as long as they have the same net, we can say the shapes are similar or not. But to make it easy, we will say similarity is a process in geometry that compares two identical shapes. However, this word identical, I'm using it loosely. Okay. Hence, I was saying two shapes that are alike. Okay. So basically, with this is when we say two triangles, for them to be similar, one must be a scaled version of the other. What do we mean by that? We mean both shapes, remember I said to you they must be alike. So one can either have a bigger area, the other can have a smaller area. So that's what we mean. Or they can have the same area. When they have the same area, they can still be similar. Remember, to have a scaled version is to say you are not magnified, you are the copy was not magnified, it is the same as the original. Now you can also have a case where, let's look at this one here. Do you see this one here? And look at this one here. They are both triangles, isn't it? Or you can have the same, which are the same size, right? You can have two that are the same size, right? So this is what we mean when we say two shapes are similar if one is a scaled version of the other. One could be, the original could be smaller than the copy, or the original could be bigger than the copy, or the original could be the same as the copy. Okay. All right. So we represent similarity by using the symbol of three vertical lines, or this one here. Normally, this one we like saying it's approximate, but globally, they use the sign for similarity. But for us in South Africa, we're going to use this one. Okay, guys? We're going to use this one. Okay. So we're going to use the one with the three vertical lines. Okay. This is how we denote similar shapes. All right. Now, in order for us to know that shapes or triangles are similar, two things must be true. One, the corresponding angles of those shapes must be true. And secondly, and lastly, for that matter, the corresponding, or rather pairs of the corresponding sides must be in proportion. Remember, when you say things are in proportion, you mean numerator and denominator of one is equal to numerator and denominator of another. Okay, so what we mean here, we say A over B must be equal to C over D, must also be equal to, let's say, E over F, and so on. Okay, so these are in proportion. Okay, these are in proportion. Now, let's get into it. Now, let's look at these two shapes. I want you to look at them now. When you look at them, I want you to see something. We are saying here side AB over side DE is equal to side BC over side, where's BC? Here is it, over side EF is equal to side AC over side DF. Okay. Now, I want you to now move away from this section and come to the angles. Angle A is equal to angle D. I think you can see that angle A is equal to angle D. Angle B is equal to angle E. Angle C is equal to angle F. Even though we didn't really mark angle C, by virtue of knowing some of angles of a triangle, you will realize that angle C is equal to angle F. Right? So all that we have said in the previous page when we said corresponding angles are equal and pairs of corresponding sides are in proportion is this. So what is this? These are pairs of corresponding sides, and these are corresponding angles. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to determine similarity, right? I'm going to show you how to determine similarity when given information that corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay, so having been given this, we can therefore say if this is the case for these two triangles, then these two triangles are similar. Okay, so I want you to be careful here. The order of the letters that make up your triangle are important. That order is very important. Okay, so if you say triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, what that means, you are saying AB must be corresponding to DE. BC must be corresponding to EF. Okay, and then AC must be corresponding to DE. This is when you refer to corresponding sides. Now, when you refer to angles, angle A must be corresponding to angle D, meaning equal to angle D. Angle B must be equal to angle E. Angle C must be corresponding or equal to angle F. And this is how you label congruency. So the order of the letters is important. Okay. The order of the letters is important. So now we are continuing with what I just said now, that the order is very important. Now let me show you now what we can say. So let's say this is the information we have. One, looking at these two triangles, we say triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. How about another person says triangle ABC is similar to triangle EFD? That's interesting. And then another one says triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Remember, you look at this information here. You can see this information says angle A is equal to angle D. Angle B is equal to angle E. And then angle C is equal to angle F. All right? So now, remember what I said to you. When you say one is similar to the order is important. The first letter for this one here is A. That means angle A is equal to angle D. Ooh, condition met. Okay, so let me see. Angle B is equal to angle E. Okay, indeed. Angle C is equal to angle F. Indeed. So let's see now. Look at all these three guys and tell me which one is correct. Angle A is equal to, hold on, angle A is equal to angle, what angle are we looking at? We're saying angle A is equal to angle what? Angle E. Is that what we said? It doesn't look like it, right? Angle A is equal to angle E. That's not what we said. So this somehow is wrong. Now let's look at this one. Angle A is equal to angle D. That's correct. Oh, wow. Angle B is equal to angle F. That's not what we said here. So which one is correct? The first one is indeed correct. And the rest are incorrect. Isn't it? And this is how you list the letters of your triangles or the vertices of your triangles. Okay, perfect. Now, similarity has rules just like congruency, but with similarity, it has just two rules. They are triple S and triple A. Remember, triple S is side, 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 meaning pairs of corresponding sides are in proportion. And then triple A, angle, 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 meaning three corresponding angles are equal. Okay, now let's look at them individually. Now, when you look at triple S, I said to you, it is pairs of corresponding sides are in proportion. Now, as I said to you, similarity is a comparison of two triangles where one triangle is a scaled version of the other. So meaning a copy could either be smaller or bigger than the original, or it can also be the same size as the original. Okay, so now what if they're giving us information that corresponding sides are in proportion? So let's see. Ooh, here's the information. They gave us this information. AB corresponds to DE. So what is happening here? If your numerator is the triangle on the left, I'm going to say left, ne? And then the denominator is the triangle on the right. Throughout, it must be in that manner. Whatever that is from the triangle on the left will be at the top, and whatever that is for the triangle on the right will be at the bottom. You must be consistent with that. Even if you say, instead of saying AB, you say DE, you must be consistent. Okay, so we are saying AB over DE. Okay, this means AB is corresponding to DE. They are not necessarily equal, but there's nothing wrong if they are equal. And then this is also equal to BC. They say it corresponds to EF, right? And again, it is also equal to AC over DF, right? This is when sides are corresponding. Now, when you look at them, here's the thing. Remember, similarity has two rules where you say triple S or triple A. So I'm going to show you this. AB corresponds to which angle? AB corresponds to angle C. Okay, you said, no, AB is opposite angle C, right? Hold on. You said AB corresponds to DE. DE is opposite which angle? DE is opposite angle F. So this means angle C is equal to angle F. Now let's go to BC. BC is opposite which angle? BC is opposite angle A, right? And you said BC corresponds to EF. Where's EF? Here is it. It is opposite which angle? Angle D. So it means angle A is equal to angle D. Therefore, we can say angle B is equal to angle E. Alright? Now, having said this, we can therefore say triangle ABC is similar to triangle DES. And what is the reason? We were given corresponding sides. Right? So we'll say triple S. Right? We will say triple S indeed, and check this out. Angle A is equal to angle A. Here is it. Is equal to angle D. Here is it. And then angle B is equal to angle E. Here is it. And then we also said angle C is equal to angle F. Right? You don't just need this. From this information as well. Okay? From this information as well, you can also say, oh, you can also say, check this out. I just want to change the color. So you can also say, hold on, A, B, right? Leave a space and say similar, triangle AB, leave a space similar. AB corresponds to DE. Oh, DE. Hold on. What am I left with? I didn't include C. So it's easy to tell that it's C. Do you see this? AB, remember you say AB, DE. Right? AB corresponds to DE. And then if you say AB, what are you left with? The one that you didn't mention is C. And then for this one here is F. Right? For this one here, it's F. And you can also write it in that manner. Okay? Perfect. Now, let's go to let's go to triple A. Angle, angle, angle. Now with angle, so here, as you can see, you are given angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. And I believe this is easy to tell. You can just say ABC, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. And what is the reason? The reason is triple A, meaning corresponding angles are equal. Okay, corresponding angles are equal. All right, so this is it. And this is how you look at similarity of triangles. Okay, guys? So remember, if you would like to follow us, you can visit our website. You can follow us on your social media platforms, being it TikTok, Threads, Pinterest, Facebook, X and Instagram. You can follow us there. Okay. And of course, you can also check us out on WhatsApp. You can also visit our website. And because you are watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe. The same thing if you are watching on TikTok, you can also follow us. So with that being said, ours ends here and bye bye.